Hey, hello. My name is Nate Myers, and I am a CTE teacher here at Wakefield Middle School, teaching grades 6th, 7th, and 8th. I teach all things business and tech, but more specifically, I teach Microsoft Office applications, computer science, and keyboarding and digital literacy. Teaching about culture is relevant to my curriculum because I incorporate the intersection and interplay of science, technology, society, and culture. In my Microsoft Office classes, students learn how to use various digital tools to create business plans, and then we learn about social entrepreneurship and how business can be used for social change. So students learn about those different topics through research, digital creation, and then of course some real world application. In my digital literacy courses, students learn about meta literacy and the importance of sources and how to determine the validity of that information that we find online. And then we examine the role of technology on society and how different cultures have different access to technology and how that relates to equity and different opportunities. We've done a 3D printing project in that class where the kids got an opportunity to 3D print some materials, but then they also explored, okay, how 3D printing is used for social entrepreneurship. How is it used in different cultures to build homes, to end homelessness, various things like that. In regards to question number two, there are two themes I really would be interested in exploring in Munich. One is how tech is being used to transform lives in Munich. More specifically, I'd be interested in seeing how tech is used for social entrepreneurship and how it's used for social change. I'm very passionate about social change and especially looking at how tech relates to that. Because I'm always challenging my students to think about technology not in a vacuum but in relation to society and people, exploring the role of tech and its applications on the local culture would be highly fascinating. I'd also be interested in seeing how food relates to the history of Munich. Growing up in South Carolina, about an hour north of Charleston, you can look at cities like Charleston and New Orleans and see how the history of that town can be told through food. When you look at racism, oppression, slavery, in the way rice and red beans and fish and various other things played in the socioeconomic development of those cities. I love to explore that as well in Munich and be able to combine that in terms of how tech is helping with social change and how food tells the story and the history of Munich. Um, Moving along to question number three, there are a lot of places I love to visit. Basically, any place that deals with food and the tech hub scene, the university there, the Technical University of Munich, Victualian Market, I'm butchering the word, Hofbrauhaus, West Park, St. Peter's Church, any place where I can analyze, how spacing works there, because I know that part of why they eat a lot of veal is because of how they had to raise cattle because they had limited spaces in the town. So any place where there are markets, the tech hub scene, the university, restaurants would definitely be places I love to visit. And last but not least, I'm a digital content maker and filmmaker, so I'm planning on using some documentary filmmaking techniques, vlogging techniques. I love to incorporate some augmented reality in terms of using still photography to take images of places and then go back and make it very interactive by adding in features and history on top of those pictures. For anybody who looks at my portfolio and my work, I use other digital tools such as Canva, Prezi, any and all sorts of kind of things. I may even potentially 3D print some models of and prototypes of how the city looks, especially as it relates to the history of the development of it through food and how tech is being incorporated into the city. Sorry for talking fast. I was trying to keep this down to 4 minutes, and I think I reached the mark. So thank you.